3-Minute Egg's coverage of the National Poetry Slam is supported by the Loft Literary Center, presenting spoken word performances September 25th by Christy Nami Erickson and November 6th by Douglas Kearney. Learn more at loft.org. And by the Black Dog Cafe, hosting an August 5th reading by local journalist Tim Spitzak from his new novel The Messenger. Learn more at blackdogstpaul.com.
I'm Matt Peiken, this is hockey legend Herb Brooks, and we are both excited to be at Roy Wilkins Auditorium for the championship round of the 2010 National Poetry Slam. You know why we're excited? Because St. Paul's Soapboxing Slam team is in the finals. They won the 2009 national title in Florida. They're back to defend the crown. Let's find out if they become two-time champions or if they go home a loser. We're going to bring you all the action from the poetry floor and talk to the poets on this edition of 3-Minute Egg from the 2010 National Poetry Slam in St. Paul.
You was the shade on the forehead of the overseer. You was the blisters I'd pop to keep myself conscious. My granddaddy always said these chains wasn't but a delay. When you first said you loved me, I stopped being a slave.
You will be called spineless despite the fact that you are this country's backbone. They will recruit you, then rebuke you because they're tired of seeing you steal all the good jobs like nursemaid, dishwasher, nanny, gardener, and scapegoat.
Do you remember the first time your father wouldn't let you hold his hand when you crossed the street? Do you remember the way he looked at you? Do you remember being handed your firstborn son and not knowing how to hold him? Do you remember squeezing his shoulders like this the first time he disappointed you?
They will try and mute you. They will try and drown you with their talking. They will try and sharpen your shoulder blades to convince you to cleave off your wings by shrugging from the weight of them, that the burden was too much for you to carry, that you deserve silence. They will try and deafen you. They will try and deafen you by firing their guns, by firing their guns. Put your guns away, our weapons in our chest.
Child, when your father and I fought at night, did you mistake it for lovemaking? Did I teach those fingers to pluck families apart like flower petals? I love you still, darling!
When two flies love each other, they do it so hard that they can never love anything else ever again. If either one of them dies before procreation can happen, that is the end of both sets of genetic code. Now that is dedication.
It's enough to make you wonder if it's better to be a perfect physical specimen than it is to be bright. If all the time you spent lost in thought has been a waste, when all along it's been easier to just run.
And in first place, and winners of the National Poetry Slam 2010, Soapboxing St. Paul, Minnesota.
I stopped slamming in 2005, so to come back after 5 years to slam onto a team, to make semifinals, to take the high score at semifinals, and then to end up on stage like shutting down at the very end and just making it so winning nationals. It seems absolutely insane. I stopped because I hit writer's block. I got into a little like personal trouble and stuff like that, and I just couldn't keep creating anything, you know, like the work wasn't coming out of me appropriately, and so it turned out that it was going to be at St. Paul, and so like I decided, I was like, well, I have to make a team. I wrote new work, and all of a sudden things are going really well.